Local businesses had a chance to meet with the community and network with other businesses at the Chamber's annual Shop Local Expo. The Lake Orion community ushered in the Halloween season with several spooky events, including Orion Township's Boo Bash and the annual Halloween parade in the downtown area. Following extensive renovations, the Orion Township Fire Department celebrated the grand reopening of Fire Station 1 with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. And local filmmakers took part in ONTV's 5th annual Wildwood Film Challenge, concluding with a film festival in Oxford. Hello everyone, I'm Stacy Calloway. I'll have those stories and more on this edition of ONTV News. Among the many benefits businesses enjoy when joining the Chamber of Commerce is the opportunity to network with the community and other businesses at the Chamber's annual Expo. On Tuesday, October 9th, the Orion Area Chamber of Commerce hosted its 14th annual Shop Local Expo at Lake Orion's High School's Field House. Approximately 90 vendors set up shop in the gym to offer food samples, hand out giveaways, and meet with the community. 5 restaurants competed in the annual Pizza Wars, with visitors voting Alibi Express as the best pizza in Lake Orion.
Well, this is one of the biggest reasons. This and the Healthy Body, Healthy Mind Expo are some of the bigger reasons why people will join the Chamber. We do a lot of work on the back end to make sure that this gets put together. We work with a deck of kids for this, so this is our biggest event, and it's something that we like to do. It's a source of pride for us to be able to offer this to our members. But other than that, the networking and the people that you meet, I mean, we've got a lot of people here today that do a lot of business to business as well as business with the community. So I think the networking and getting to know your fellow business members and finding your team, finding your tribe is kind of like what we're saying lately.
Each year, the expo is scheduled to take place on the same day as the high school's parent-teacher conferences, which guarantees a great turnout at the event.
Chamber, I love it. You can't beat the Chamber. They always help me out. Networking, I would encourage anyone to be a part of the Chamber if you can get in there anytime. It's awesome. It always helps me out, and there's such a good network of people.
So we opened up in October, but we were part of the Chamber since I started last July, even before the community opened. We did it because we knew the area of Lake Orion, or Orion in general, and how family-oriented and how close everybody was, and we really wanted to be a part of that family, and it's been awesome. We've met some amazing people, and it really goes to show how much the Chamber and the people of Lake Orion or Orion Township actually really care about each other.
The Lake Orion Chamber is one of the best that you're going to find in the area. And it's got a great group of people, awesome sense of community, and being a mom of a dragon myself, I'm more than happy and excited to be part of it.
Well, one of the things that the Lions Club does is to test the eyesight of children. So if there is a problem, it can be corrected when they're young, easy to correct, rather than have them struggle when they get to school and Mom, I can't see the book, I can't read this. That's why we are so enthusiastic about doing it, and why we go around and, almost assault people. Come get your eyes checked, come get your kids' eyes checked. Come on, we can do it, it's free, it doesn't cost anything. So that's what it's all about, and we're just glad that we have this opportunity through the Chamber's Community Expo to reach a lot more people than we would otherwise.
For more information on the opportunities offered by the Chamber of Commerce, call 248-693-6300 or visit orionareachamber.com. Fire Prevention Week was October 7th through the 13th. The Orion Township Fire Department ended the week with a very special ceremony. On the morning of Sunday, October 14th, the Lake Orion community came together to celebrate the grand reopening of Fire Station 1, which primarily serves the village and downtown area. The station was constructed in 1979 and occupied in 1980, which makes it the oldest station of the 4 serving the township and the village. The station was out of service for 6 months while major renovations took place. A large crowd turned out to attend an open house and hose-cutting ceremony.
One of of the important things is the infrastructure to the building itself, just the sewer, the water, those kind of lines, utilities, all were upgraded. That's one of the huge important improvements, as well as, like I already mentioned, technology upgrade. It really does bring us into the 21st century in terms of safety and security of the firefighters. All new technology upgrades with key fob access and status board updates, so we'll be able to see where calls are going on a big map electronically inside the station.
Orion Township Supervisor Chris Burnett told us this is the result of your tax dollars at work.
So this station was almost 100% funded by the Fire Capital Improvement Millage. That was passed 4 years ago. It's expiring this year. We did not ask for it to be renewed. We used those funds to build Station 2, the new station over on Giddings, and then we also used those funds to renovate this building.
Tax dollars at work.
This is your tax dollars at work, absolutely, yeah. So, and the good news is that millage is expiring, so it's not something you're going to continue to pay. We purchased a ladder truck, we renovated Station 1 right behind me and built a new Station 2, and now we're set for a little while, we hope. So you're going to see some additional changes being talked about in the near future as it relates to fire. We just ordered 2 ambulances. So believe it or not, the Orion Township Fire Department only had 1 ambulance for 4 stations. We use a private ambulance company, so you're going to see more Orion Township ambulances soon. So there'll be some more changes coming, but this is a big one. This is our busiest station. We get the most calls out of the village area here, and so now having this proper facility, and then the cool thing I really liked is how we were able to kind of tie in other needs of downtown, which was with additional public parking paved here. The restrooms right behind me, we're right at the trailhead, the horseshoes. Everybody's going to have a nice restroom and not have to use those porta-johns anymore.
The Orion Township Fire Department has 4 fire stations serving the community. Station 2 is located at 3801 Giddings. Station 3 is located at 3365 Gregory. And Station 4 can be found at 465 South Baldwin Road. For more information, you can call 248-391-0304, extension 2000, or you can visit oriontownship.org. Halloween is upon us, and Orion Township Parks and Recreation got in on the fun by inviting families to their annual Boo Bash event at the Orion Center. On the evening of Friday, October 19th, 125 kids and their family members arrived at the Orion Center for the 10th annual Boo Bash. Kids ranging in age from 1 to 8 years old enjoyed cider and donuts, carnival games, trick-or-treating, and face painting. Families were able to hop on board a hayride where they were taken to a pumpkin patch. The first Boo Bash was held in 2008 in Friendship Park and moved to the Orion Center in 2012.
I think it's a good event for kids because they can kind of pick and choose what they want to do. They can, go out to the pumpkin patch. They can play games all night. There's really no structure to it. So it's kind of like a free-for-all, and kids get to dress up and have fun.
One of the highlights of the evening was the opportunity to see some live creepy creatures, including bats and snakes. The animals were provided by the Leslie Science and Nature Center in Ann Arbor and sponsored by Waste Management.
I have 2 species of bats with me today. I have Egyptian fruit bats and a straw-colored fruit bat, 2 African species that are excellent seed dispersers out in their local habitats. Usually the big thing we try to do when we bring a variety of wildlife, whether it's for Halloween or for a different program, is to learn how not only can we interact with these animals, but how we can learn to appreciate them as wild animals. We try to see if we can challenge those fears or learn that we don't have to be afraid of these animals, or that without them things might change in our lives, and so that they are important to us in various ways. So that's usually our biggest goal when we bring wildlife into our spaces and programs.
I hope they walk away with a good time. It's a little different than your typical trunk or treat event. It's a little bit more than that. So it's just a good time for kids to kind of have fun, dressed up, and have good Halloween fun.
The Boo Bash has become so popular that the event sold out quickly, forcing organizers to turn away many families. They're hoping to add a second event next year to meet demand. Just a few days later, families were invited to downtown Lake Orion to take part in a long-time tradition. On Wednesday, October 24th, hundreds of costume kids and parents gathered at the Eamon Center for the start of the annual Halloween parade. Participants made their way down Broadway Street with Police Chief Jerry Narsh leading the way in the department's 1941 Ford police car. In the downtown area, businesses handed out candy to the trick-or-treaters, and families were able to enjoy cider and donuts in the gazebo in Children's Park.
Happy Halloween. We are here in downtown Lake Orion, and it's the Halloween parade. And at 6 o'clock, we had a bunch of kids all dressed up in costume, and some dogs dressed up in costumes, and the cops in their fancy cars, ready to go down Broadway. We walked all the way down Broadway to here. This is Children's Park in downtown Lake Orion, and we are now serving cider and donuts. And the kids get to trick or treat right across the way in the Children's Park parking lot trick or treat area, and then all the way back up the Broadway and all through downtown with the stores. Downtown Lake Orion is so happy to have all of you here. Happy Halloween. Enjoy yourselves. I hope you have a great time.
During the event, Lake Orion Police Officer Todd Stanfield surprised everyone when he got down on one knee to propose to his girlfriend.
Can you try this again? Sometime? Are you going to say the same answer? I think she said yeah.
Each year, the Lake Orion Downtown Development Authority hosts a special event that not only supports local businesses, but benefits a worthy cause too. ONTV's Joey Tysick was at the event and has the story.
On Thursday, October 11th, more than 250 women descended into downtown Lake Orion to take part in the annual Babes on Broadway event, organized by the DDA and Simply Marcella. The women visited 25 participating businesses as they filled their bingo cards and collected trinkets. Every year, the event raises funds for a local nonprofit organization. This year's event benefited Grace Centers of Hope in Pontiac.
Babes on Broadway is all about ladies getting together and having a wonderful time in downtown Lake Orion, giving them an opportunity to see all the wonderful downtown businesses that we have down here while supporting and benefiting Grace Centers of Hope. It's a shelter in Pontiac that helps people who are struggling with homelessness, abuse, and addiction.
At the end of the night, participants gathered at the event place to take part in raffles, enjoy food and refreshments, and to witness the check presentation. This year's event raised $5,000 for Grace Centers of Hope.
My favorite part of the event, I'm not sure if it's to see all the lovely ladies having such a wonderful time wandering through town, or to see the gorgeous Broadway gents who are here to help with check-in, and they're also here to help the ladies cross the street, open the doors, take selfies, just generally be charming and debonair.
To find out how you can help the cause, visit gracecentersofhope.org or give them a call at 1-855-HELP-GCH. In downtown Lake Orion, this is Joey Tysick reporting for ONTV News.
On our last newscast, we told you about a group of people who came together to build a playground at Camp Agawam in 6 hours. At the time, the playground wasn't quite ready to open to the public, but now it's time to play. On the morning of Thursday, October 25th, members of the community once again gathered at Camp Agawam to celebrate the official grand opening of the new Kaboom playground.
1, 2, 3.
On October 6th, the volunteers endured rainy weather to assemble the playground in just 6 hours. Although most of the work was completed, concrete footings had to set, and the playground still needed padded flooring. Since then, the work has been completed and the playground is ready for kids and families. The project was made possible thanks to a grant from the Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Foundation in conjunction with the nonprofit organization Kaboom. Taking the lead was Orion Township Special Assistant Jenny Body.
Well, Chris sent me an email saying, hey, check into this grant opportunity. I checked into it, realized we only had a couple of days left to apply, so I stayed late. I applied for the grant, and we were selected by the Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Foundation to receive the grant, and then it took a lot of behind-the-scenes work to get to where we are today.
Formerly owned by the Boy Scouts, Orion Township took possession of the property in 2014, and the playground was constructed during the 100th anniversary celebration of the camp.
We have a lot of space here, so one for that reason. And another reason is because a lot of people don't know that Camp Agawam exists and is a township park that is free for residents to enjoy. Most of the people still know it as a Boy Scout camp, and we want people to come here and enjoy it, so we're hoping that this draws in people from all over.
Camp Agawam is located on Clarkson Road, just east of Jocelyn Road, and is open to the public. For more information, contact Orion Township Parks and Rec by calling 248-391-0304, extension 3500, or visit orionparks.com. For decades, the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry has been serving those in need in the community. Recently, the organization moved into a new location, and ONTV's Tessa Bratton brings us the details.
On Wednesday, October 24th, the community came together to celebrate the grand opening of the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry's new location. The food pantry had been operating out of a tiny building in Oxford, but had outgrown it over the years. About a year ago, Dan Davis contacted Fish with a proposal for a new location on Lapeer Road. After extensive renovations, Dan donated the building to the organization, which provided twice the square footage.
Well, we're here because of the incredible generosity of one of our local residents who has actually donated this building for us to use as our new fish pantry for Oxford Orion.
Well, he approached us about a year ago, and Dan Davis did, and he said he thought we needed a new building, and he was looking for one. And we said, well, we were fine. And he said, no, you're going up and down stairs, you're not getting any younger, which we aren't. And he said, you're running out of room. And we were running tight on room. And within probably 2 months later, he came and said he'd found this building. He wanted us to look at it, and then he said, I'll fix it up for you and get back with you. And so then he started doing all this, and each phase he would call us in and have us look at it, and we would say, wow, this is beautiful. And here we are.
For one thing, it's a lot closer into Lake Orion, so I think it's going to pull a lot more of our Lake Orion clients in. If you are needy, you don't have gas money to drive, way out, and we used to hear that excuse. So we're more visible. We're near a major intersection, and people see the place. The other one, a lot of people just didn't even know it was there because it was in a little neighborhood. It's larger, it's beautiful. We have, we can fit more food. Hopefully we get more donations, and I'm assuming our clientele will increase.
In 2017, Fish received over 3,400 calls for assistance from residents in Oxford, Lake Orion, Addison, and Oakland Townships. They dispersed over 181,000 pounds of food. They also distribute school supplies to students, provide dinner baskets for Thanksgiving and Easter, and deliver Christmas gifts to children through their Angelfish program.
If they are a school-age child and they need a backpack, we put it out to the community. CJ is one of our really big sponsors that puts this in the newspaper, and our donors fund us and bring us backpacks and school supplies, and we load them up, and every child gets a backpack, age appropriate. We do preschool all the way to the high school. And then our Christmas Angelfish program's the same way. I have over, 100-some plus donors. We're running that program right now. The clients come in with the wish list, and our donors spend $100 or more and fill in the wish list program, their wish, what they want. So we probably do over 200 kids get Christmas. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. We kind of partner with St. Joe's Myrick Hall. They let us run our program out of that, and it's just fabulous.
Local schools are currently collecting donations for a food drive benefiting Fish. The food will be delivered to the pantry on November 9th. Volunteers are needed to help stock the shelves. To find out how you can get involved, call 248-628-3933 or visit oxfordorionfish.org. In Oxford, I'm Tessa Bratton, reporting for ONTV News.
One of ONTV's objectives is to provide the education, equipment, and facilities to allow residents to produce video projects and films. One annual event challenge would be filmmakers to create a short film in a short time. On the evening of Wednesday, October 17th, young filmmakers, their family and friends gathered at the Goodrich Oxford 7 Theater for ONTV's 5th annual Wildwood Film Festival. 11 teams took part in the festival, having just 4 days to write, shoot, and edit a short film before the deadline. Each team was assigned a prop, location, and a random line of dialogue.
One thing I really loved about this year's list of films is the dialogue. There was a lot of dialogue this year, a lot of acting, really solid acting. And not only that, the production values keep getting higher and higher and higher. And I think the word is getting out that the ONTV Film Festival is a way to, hey, let's make a movie. we've got 4 days to do it. It can only be 10 minutes long, and we're going to see it on the big screen, and you never know, you might win, and it's a good resume builder for a young filmmaker.
Judges viewed each submission, and the winners were announced after the film festival. Taking first place in the adult division were Samantha and Sarah Andrus for their film Little Bigfoot.
I was honestly really surprised because everyone did such a good job. I was like really just surprised but happy.
What was your reaction?
It was really awesome to see all of our hard work paying off. I was just so happy for everybody, and it was such a good experience. Honestly, it took a lot of work. We had to make like the script together, and it was all in like such a short time that we just put it together really fast. I was really nervous because I've never been on the big screen. This is the first time I've ever done any sort of acting. Sarah has more experience acting than I do, so I was sweating. I was so nervous, but it was fun. I loved it.
Second place honors went to Charlie Fracker and friends for their film Space Rocks.
I was actually really surprised. There were a lot of great, like really good films out there that I thought that should have beat me, but I was really happy at the same time that I was able to get second place.
And receiving a third place ribbon was Jacob Joer, Teddy Hirschfield, and Tyler Battershell for the romantic short Catching Up.
Well, this was my first time actually making a film. In the past, I had just been being part of other people's films. Putting together a film, a lot more stressful, but also a lot more fun. I felt way more a part of the competition.
A first place award was also handed out in the youth division. Callie Nees was on hand to accept the award for her film entitled I Loved You.
It was a bit stressful, but I'm really glad and I had a lot of fun doing it.
What was stressful about the shoot?
There was a lot of conflicting opinions, but we ended up getting it together and getting everything together quickly.
What was it like, the experience here today, watching your film on the big screen and that?
It definitely was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I just was glad I got to share it with all my best friends.
All 11 submissions will air on local cable TV and can be found on ONTV's YouTube channel. For more information, visit orionontv.org. The Orion Area Chamber of Commerce not only welcomes new businesses to the community, but also helps established businesses celebrate milestones. On Tuesday, October 23rd, representatives of the Chamber assembled in downtown Lake Orion to celebrate the move of MMB Graphics into their new location.
Ready?
Go!
To try to get us more organized, cleaned up a little bit, set up the company so that everything had a position. Jobs went from one place to the next place to the next place with little to no error. That was the biggest reason. Get us into one place where I could manage my people better.
MMB Graphics has been serving the community for over 20 years, including local schools, churches, and small businesses. Their range of products include business cards, mailers, team apparel, and signage, to name a few.
MMB Graphics is a full-service print company. We print on garments, paper, just about any type of material that you can imagine. Plastics. We do discharge process, which is what I'm wearing, which is actually removing color from the shirt. Pretty much anything. We print on any material that, our motto is, if it's printed, we do it.
MMB Graphics is located at 183 South Broadway Street in Lake Orion. For more information, call 248-690-7527 or visit printyourfile.com. And finally, a local celebrity of sorts came to Lake Orion to surprise a special little boy. On Monday, October 15th, some local Michigan State fans got a surprise visit from Sparty and a few Spartan cheerleaders. The group came bearing gifts for Price Redmond and his siblings. The visit was organized by Jeff Snyder, an MSU student and Lake Orion native.
So today we're here for Price. He is a 3-year-old little boy with neuroblastoma, and we're here to just kind of cheer him up a little bit. We brought Sparty and the Michigan State cheerleaders here. They're huge state fans. It's awesome. It's really nice to see him smile.
Price is the 3-year-old son of Ben and Katie Redmond. In August, he was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma and is currently undergoing treatment.
It was found just because he had a little fever and some leg pain, and his pediatrician did some blood work and sent us over to the hospital, and that's when they found it.
What's his treatment consist of right now?
Right now he has several rounds of chemotherapy. Because it's such an aggressive cancer, his chemotherapy is strong and higher doses, so there's a lot of side effects to it. So far he's been very blessed with mild side effects, and after that he'll have surgery and then 2 stem cell transplants. Then he has radiation and antibody therapy.
Although insurance helps cover most of the expenses associated with treatment, the family is welcoming any kind of support they can get from the community, including prayers.
Honestly, the outpouring of love has been amazing. We ask people to pray for him. That's why his page is Prayers for Price, and that's on Facebook. The biggest issues are travel expenses. We have 5 kids, and so anytime that we're gone, they're going to be with other people. Food, gas, lodging. We do a lot of our treatments over at U of M, so we'll be traveling over there quite frequently as well.
If you'd like to offer support to the family, you can visit Prayers for Price on Facebook. You can also visit the Prayers for Price page on GoFundMe.com. And with that, we'll wrap up this edition of ONTV News. On behalf of the hardworking ONTV News team, I'm Stacy Calloway. Thanks for watching.